Okay, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, where are you heading outbound for, over? Roger, I do have the Samuel Risley, downbound, and they're due at, 11 and 12 and around 0945, over. Roger, do you know what, time you'll clear, 1 and 2, over? Clear 1 and 2, 0. So thank you, sorry, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. I'm just still setting up. Just give me a minute. Just getting rid of some of the glare there. And so that helps a little bit. Hey, Sarah, good morning. How are you doing? There. Pretty bright. Maybe I better darken down my filter a little bit, huh? That's better. So, adjust my camera a little bit up. So anyway, Sarah, how are you doing? Good, I hope. Am I coming through all right, Sarah? You can hear me all right and everything, and you can see me? Hey, here comes Joe.
I'm coming.
How's it going, Joe?
Very tired.
Yeah, I got up at 6 o'clock this morning because there was a ship that was downbound and I was tracking it, and I just got done editing it and pasting it on YouTube. So
There you go. You were productive.
yeah, it was kind of a little
I
bit
got
of
in last night.
little bit of a
I got,
script. What's
I
that?
got in last night about, might have been about 11 o'clock
Wow.
after the, after the games.
Well, how did it all go? How'd the girls do?
Well, Mandeville's done.
Okay.
Yeah, and their own fault. They should have beat this team. They lost by, I think they lost by 7, but they probably missed 25 shots.
They just weren't on their game.
Well, they weren't there. They tied it up with 3 minutes left, and then couldn't hit a basket. And it was the best players. And the reason they got beat, there were 9 wide open layups that they let get through.
Wow.
9. It was like all of a sudden a girl would be right going up the lane, up the lane, up the lane, they throw it right into her.
Defense literally dropped the ball.
It did.
Hey, Sarah.
Coach,
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
oh,
I didn't know what I asked Sarah, who's in the chat. She was the first one in. If
Yeah.
anybody could hear me because there wasn't any activity, and she says, "Yeah, looks good."
yeah, Sarah's not a slacker.
No, Sarah is the stable one in that family.
And she knows it.
Yeah. Well, literally, I think she's got the bull by the horns. You know.
Or the string.
Yeah. There you go. That was hilarious.
She holds the string.
So,
But
how
the
did the
first
boys
game
do?
last night,
How'd the boys team do?
oh, the boys didn't play. It was just girls.
Just girls.
So I got there. There was games going on all day, but I got there for the first 2 Division I games. And the first game was number 5 seed Parkview against the number 1 seed Walker. So they get to playing. They get to playing. And Parkview's been upsetting people all year. And they get up there and they're 16 points down in the 3rd period.
Wow.
Losing 16 points. And just Walker would go on a run. Walker would go on a run. And I'm sitting there and Parkview starts to chip back at it. And they start having turnovers for Walker. And all of a sudden, within about 4 minutes left in the game, they're within about 5 points. So they're playing. They tie it up. Walker has a shot to win the game, misses it, goes to overtime. So it goes to overtime. Now they were 16 points down, remember?
Yeah.
Parkview comes out, gets the ball, goes down, scores 2. Walker comes back, scores 2. That's 4 minutes now. This is 4 minutes. And the game lasted forever. There were 5 fouls for each team in every quarter, every period. It's just every 20 seconds there was a timeout because there was a foul. So the game just kept going and going and going. So they get there, and there's one girl, number 21. Like people said, she played too hard to lose the game. That's what they said. And she gets up there. They come back, and it's tied up again. There's about a minute and a half left. Walker hits a 3.
Ooh.
Okay, so they come down. Parkview comes down, flips it out to one of the girls. She hits a 3. Tied up again. Now there's about a minute left. They go down. They go up, get the ball blocked. Walker comes back, takes it away. They take it away from Walker. Go down. There's about 30 seconds left. Get it blocked again. Walker comes back. They take it away. Go back down. There's about 14 seconds left. Parkview goes up by 2. Walker's got the ball. They flip it to the girl. She comes down. They shoot a 3, comes off the rim, bounces back. One of the girls from Walker grabs it, goes under the basket, and she goes up and gets it blocked back. Another girl picks it up, comes under the basket, goes up, and gets fouled. And they chopped her, and they had to, because she had a clear shot at the basket. So they chopped her. 2.9 seconds. Parkview has no timeouts. 2.9 seconds, 2-point lead. And I mean, it's a 2-point lead by Walker. Walker's got the lead. They're up by 2. Now, Parkview needed to get the ball, so they're fighting them for this. So there's 2.9 seconds left. The girl's on the free throw line. She misses the first one. So she misses the first one. So they're sitting there. Now, Parkview has no timeouts. There's 2.9 seconds period. So the second one, they got to hit it 2.9 seconds to tie it. The girl, and this is where the coach screwed up for Walker. He pulled all his people and put them on the other end. When she shot the thing and missed the basket, Parkview grabbed it. The girl, I'm standing right there, right in front of me. The girl grabs it and she's looking at the ball. She turns around and looks and realizes they don't have a timeout. Now the clock's running, 2.9 seconds. She takes off on a dead run. Walker's standing there with the hands in there celebrating. She throws the thing 3/4 court, all net.
Oh,
All net. This thing, I mean, when she went up and went and like that, and that ball all net, didn't touch a rim. Beat Walker by 1 point.
wow.
The cheerleaders behind me for Walker were going. They were just standing there going. One cheerleader was on the ground hollering, why, screaming. I got pictures of all the Walker girls laying all over the court, crying. It was like, I jumped up. I lost my voice. I jumped up. It was the best basketball game I've seen in high school.
Wow.
But they were down by 16 and won it on a 3/4 shot at the end.
3/4 of the court. Wow.
It was beautiful. It looked like Pistol Pete Maravich, man. It was perfect. Jordan had nothing on her.
Hey,
What's up,
Laura,
Lance?
how you doing?
Laura.
W. Drones,
Dustin.
Daryl's here. Jonathan Jackson, what's good? One Vision Aerials.
Sounds like a good game there, Joe.
Oh,
Well, it was. The eye game sucked, but that game was good.
how you doing, Lance?
I'm good, Paul, and yourself?
Well, I got up real early to catch a ship. And it really turned out nice. It was a spectacular sunrise, and so the ship was at sunrise. And
Very cool. Do you ever do pictures or just usually just video?
well, when I post it on YouTube, I post it with the video link and 5 photos.
Okay.
So, so are there photos out there? Yes. In other words, like, if you go to, let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yes, I do.
Okay.
I have. Let me show you. Let me see if I can't do it this way. Trying to figure out how to get to it. Let me go over here. Let me go here. Pictures. Screen share. Okay, here's my file. Here's my raw videos over here. Here's my file of the photos that I pulled from the raw videos. So in other words, like there's one. There's the number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, 7. I usually pull 7 videos because I put 5 videos, the first 5, with the video itself.
Gotcha.
So But yeah, in fact, let me, I'll show you guys the finished product real fast, if you don't mind.
Okay. Love to see it.
Okay, let me go back here to here.
I have, the Sandra E. Their outbound
videos.
should be clearing 1 and 2 at 0935. 3 checkdowns in the system today at, the Sydney Smith Dock, Imperial, and Sun. Over. Roger, thank you very much.
Okay, let me go here, go here. Screen share. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yep. I'm driving, but I'm kind of looking down every once in a while.
Okay, let me, I just hit the wrong friggin' button. You know, this old age stuff gets old.
Yeah. That looks nice.
Okay, so here we go. And this is at like 6:55 this morning.
Okay.
You can see the sun's just peeking up over in the east.
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. And are you pretty much an automatic dude? Just set it on automatic.
Yep, I'm shooting it. I've got it set up at about +3 on the aperture, but yeah.
Okay. Driving by the grain mill now, and there's a ship being loaded.
Ah.
And a couple trains out there probably unloading grain into the terminal. But too nasty and rainy to fly. There's another ship out in the harbor ready to be loaded when this one's done, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting right over here. That's my white truck right there.
Okay. I'm sure if you go to that, if you go to your little Where Are Ships website that you've shown before and zoom in on Tacoma, you'll see which ship is being loaded right now.
Oh, yeah.
And which one is in the harbor waiting to be loaded when it's done.
But yeah, that's that was the one I did. And here comes Justin.
Hey,
Justin.
hashtag string man.
How y'all doing this morning?
Well, Sarah was telling us about how things have changed the last day or so since she's not living with Cordman anymore.
I read the chat.
We were doing good until you got here.
Yeah.
So are you getting good night's sleep at night?
The last 2 nights, yeah.
Good. Now, are you still taking pain medication or no?
Nah, I quit taking that like a week ago.
Okay.
They didn't give me any anyway to take home, so they were supposed to. They said they were going to, and they didn't. And there was a couple times I really needed it, where I was in like pretty good pain for a good 3-4 hours.
We had a good sunrise this morning. At 6:30 this morning, my phone was saying lightning has been detected in our area.
Hey, Cory Mano.
There was no lightning.
Oh, there was lightning. And
We
the
haven't had
dogs were
any
trying to get
storms
into
here.
bed with me.
Joe had a big night last night at the basketball game, so he came home tired.
And wow.
Was it a long game?
Well, I was there at 5 o'clock to get the credentials to get in. And I could have went there at 7 o'clock and got them. It's just a bunch of idiots.
Oh,
So
you
I get
can't
them
get into.
and, huh?
I was gonna say you can't get into a high school game without the credentials.
No, this was the state championship LHSAA sponsor. So
Okay,
they
so
have,
they wanted only legit reporters there.
Yep.
oh yeah, I'm legit, but it's not the point. They gotta have the agency. And I can request them because I have an agency.
No,
But
I'm not
you
saying
have
you're
to
not
go through, you
legit.
got
I'm
to sign a
saying
paper.
they don't want every YouTuber that thinks they're a news anchor there
Oh yeah.
trying to get in.
It
pretty
tells you
much.
you can't distribute the pictures. If Yearbook uses them, they can only use 5 pictures from the game. It goes through all of the stuff. If you get caught selling the pictures from the games, you are banned from future LHSA events. It's not the
Well,
politics
what's the point of
because
going and getting pictures then?
well, the paper can cover it, but they can only use 5 pictures.
Oh, okay.
You see, the paper can get away with more than that. They can use more, but they could probably, because it's going in the paper is different. The news,
So
but
you
if I'm
just go
shooting
and
them,
get 1,000 shots and then they pick from them what they want.
well, I give them what I want to give them.
Oh, okay.
So I get my choice on that. So I sent him 5 last night. That's all he needs. And it was the 5 starters. I got one picture of each and sent them all. You know, because they lost last night and they beat themselves. They missed about 25 shots in the game. And they lost by 8. You know, it was stupid. But the game before that, like I was telling Paul, the number 5 seed beat the number 1 seed in overtime. And they were down by 16 points in the third period, came back, put them into overtime. 2.9 seconds left in the game. They're losing by 2. The girl missed 2 free throws to put Walker up by 4. And Parkview's girl took it, ran down the court. Walker was already celebrating. She got 3/4 court, let it go all net.
From three quarters down out on the court.
Yeah. She let it go. It was all
Lofted
net.
it up. You know, it's like you've seen it many times. People shoot them and went right through the net, Justin, like it was a play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And
you know
the Walker.
That allowed them to win by 1 point.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you where Mandeville's mistake was. Mandeville played a team. Okay, Mandeville had 15-game winning streak. The last game they lost to was Denham Springs. The team they lost to last night was Denham Springs. So they lost to Denham Springs 115 and lost to Denham Springs. Now the thing is, where they made their mistake, and I would tell the coach this, but then she get mad because she probably realized that she made a mistake. Before the other game was over with, they were standing there waiting to get on the court. Whereas Denham Springs didn't come out until the 12 minutes before the game, when they put the 12-minute timer up. So the girls were out there 30 minutes standing around watching another game, getting distracted. And that's, I'm telling you, when you're standing out there watching another game, you're not thinking about yours, you're getting distracted. It was a coaching error.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Daryl, Jody, Corey, Sarah, and Dusty. Jonathan. I think I got everybody. Dustin. So what do you have to do today? Nothing? Just go through
Me?
pictures?
Oh, I'm finished. Yeah, so there's an easy day. Now tomorrow, it made it easy for me tomorrow.
Well, I'm sure you
now
had
I
to get
got
those
tomorrow.
pictures in last night, huh?
Yeah,
So they could
I
have
finished them
up
last
before.
night. Only had
Have
126 I shot.
your high
So
school
it was-
spring sports started yet, Joe?
yeah, baseball, track, softball, swimming, all of that crap started. I haven't shot a
Tennis?
baseball or a softball game this year yet.
Do they just not
Yeah.
care much about those teams or what?
No, we do. I've had conflicts because of the way the schedules are running.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can only be on one at a
Oh,
time.
I'm the second car in the parking lot. And somebody
Uh-huh.
beat me. I see her walking into the building. It's like, what are you doing up so early, lady?
I know they almost need
Uh-huh.
two of you if they want you guys to get every team covered, huh?
Well, they got about 15 photographers, but it's like
Oh, wow.
since Mandeville's playoffs, with the girls team was the number 3 seed, and they were fighting as much as they've been fighting. Their focus right now is to get basketball over with before they go into softball or baseball.
Well, your school has that many freaking photographers?
No, it's
Like the
just
district?
I'm talking about the paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Advocate's got about 15 photographers in the area.
Okay.
It's just everybody's assigned to a school. So like Grant, he's a floater. Grant will pick up everything that if I can't like if I'm shooting basketball and soccer's playing, he'll go out and do soccer. And I don't want to go out in the cold if I don't have to be, you know.
Oh yeah, he covers whatever you guys can't get to.
Yeah. But he does it full time, where I do it basically part time.
Feel like you're getting
It's
sick there, Jim.
combination full time, part time, you know. Yeah, we'll see.
Coming, Nate? Coming?
And ironically, the first time I could shoot softball is the day I go in for an angiogram. That's like, so I can't shoot it that day either. But I have soccer on Saturday, the all-star boys, all-star girls for the state. I got to be there at 1:00 and I'll be there till about 8 at night.
Yeah.
I'm the only photographer. I get all the action shots, all the team pictures, all the individuals. So Saturday's gonna be a long day.
That's the one too.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you, Dan.
And Donald is in his car.
I don't
Yeah,
hear
I'm
him.
connected to my, and so I was wondering if you guys could hear me. I didn't know.
Yep.
No, we can't. We can't hear you.
Okay, in that case, I'll shut up,
Okay, so don't say anything then.
or I'll talk louder.
Are those your driving glasses?
Yes, yes, they are.
Okay.
They also make me look more intelligent and older.
You want a second opinion?
You're ugly too. Ah,
Well, I already know that. Where are you headed?
I am off to a full day of shoot. I got to drive about an hour and 20 minutes to.
Testing 1, 2.
I'm shooting three commercials today. Actually,
Yeah.
technically 2 commercials and 1 tag. But my first
Oh, for fuck. There we go.
is around 11,
Okay.
and my last shoot of the day starts at 4 o'clock.
What kind of shoot is it? What are you shooting?
I'm going to be shooting a commercial for a car repair place.
Okay.
I'll be shooting a tag for a flight school that I've done commercials for over the years.
Yeah.
just a new in town because he's opening a new location.
Is it
And
stills or video?
A floor covering store, carpet, tile,
Okay. Stills or video?
video.
Okay.
Yeah, these are to be edited to their commercials for digital campaigns. Unfortunately, I don't get the digital campaigns. Somebody else does that, an agency doing their digital buy. That's where the money is if I figure out that digital side of it and start making a cut too.
What's the name of the garage? Bloody Knuckles?
Knuckles. Hey, Jonathan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, family. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today?
It's going.
How are you
Hey,
doing?
Paul,
I'm pissed.
How you doing?
I'm pissed. See, cause for some reason there's still a lot of hateration going around in the community that's really got my blood boiling. See, somebody tried to make Justin's show seem invalid to the drone community, and that touched my fucking nerve. I'm gonna be honest with you. Justin's show consists of drone pilots and people with cameras, just like everybody else's show. Justin's show talks about things other than drones, just like everybody else's show. So for somebody to sit there and act like Justin's show doesn't mean nothing to the drone community, you're full of shit.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Okay.
man.
Justin,
I heard you leave. This
I didn't
morning.
know there was
I
a.
Didn't hear
what
nothing
happened,
about
Justin?
this.
didn't-
I have no
didn't-
idea. It's the first time I'm hearing about this.
It happened
They were
this
talking
morning.
about a new schedule. They were talking about a new schedule. And for some reason, Justin's show ain't supposed to be on the schedule because he doesn't speak about drones. It ain't a person that be on this panel or in this chat that doesn't either fly a drone or use a camera. So I'm not feeling that at all.
oh,
Who was doing the new schedule?
Eventually you'll see it or hear about it.
that'd have been Johnny or
That shit got me
Um,
hot.
Well, Johnny wasn't on yesterday. So the
I
only
don't
people
think
who were on
Justin-
yesterday was Ken and
Justin's show
Tammy.
should not be excluded from the drone schedule because he doesn't talk about drones all the time. It
Ain't
shouldn't
no
be
way in
excluded because of that.
hell he gonna be excluded from the drone community. You know
No,
why
it
Justin
should-
don't
it should
fly
be-
drones no more? You know why Justin don't
Right.
fly drones no more? Because somebody wrecked their drone and Justin gave him his drone. He gave him his Mini 2.
It should be excluded from the schedule because it's a shit show.
That's what I
That
was
shit
thinking.
got me hot. I'm not even gonna. I can't hold it. I tried to. I can't hold it. That shit got me pissed for
So,
real.
hey, so Justin.
So all of y'all
Justin,
who ain't got no love for Justin, fuck you. That's how I feel.
Oh damn.
Justin,
I appreciate it, Jonathan. I
Justin,
really do, man.
Justin.
What's up?
So, so I'm curious. You know, do you think? And I don't know. I don't know what's right or wrong. But do you think? So, you know, there's that sheet that's going around that has all the drone people on it. They have drone shows. Do you think you should be on that list? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Jonathan's hot.
You think you
Well,
should
I mean, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't really be butthurt if I was excluded from it because I mean, my channel's more about gaming. But I do, like Jonathan said, I do.
Because I learned more about drones on your show from the people that I met in your show who fly drones and do technical stuff than anybody else's. So I ain't feeling that.
Well, like
Yeah.
I said, and I appreciate it, Jonathan. I really do. I didn't hear nothing about this, so I'm kind of.
Well,
I
came
didn't
on
hear
this
anything
morning.
about it
Came
either.
on about an
No.
hour ago,
Go.
and I know Jonathan was upset and left early, and you know, Jonathan is super passionate about drones, and I like that about Jonathan.
Whose channel was it on, Lance?
I, however, thought that, you know, then I started thinking about Paul's show, you know, Paul Murray here, and we don't always talk about drones. In fact,
No.
I try to because that's my passion. But you know, it was funny because I asked 2 questions on the way home yesterday, nothing about drones, and you guys kept me completely entertained on the way home. and which was kind of funny. I thought I'm going to ask these two and see how long they can talk for. And you guys talked about barbecues for a good 15 minutes. It was great. I loved it. Nothing about drones. So, you know, Paul's show is not necessarily always about drones, but he does hit the drone community and questions quite frequently. I was curious to ask Justin this question because Jonathan really fought for you this morning, and I didn't have an opinion to be honest. I thought, well, let's ask Justin. Let's see what he thinks. Does he need to be on that drone list or not? It's
Yes.
great because there's
Yes, he
a lot
do.
of-
Yes, he do.
Jonathan,
We
I'm not sure. Jonathan,
all fly
Jonathan,
drones.
Jonathan,
We
I'm
all
not
fly
sure.
drones.
No, he's
I done
agreeing.
been on Johnny's show, and you want us to send baby pictures. What the fuck baby pictures got to do with drones? Nothing. Nothing. So don't give me that bullshit. That the only thing we talk about over here is drone content. That's bullshit. We talk about drone content over here, and we talk about other shit that does reality over here, just like they do on every other show. Let me tell you the difference between Justin's show and everybody else's show. Ain't nobody here kissing ass. We ain't faking the scene. We ain't hey, how you doing? No. We actually care about it. We speak to each other. We talk about real shit. There's no sugarcoating. See? And a lot of them other shows, a whole lot of sugarcoating. So they can kiss my ass.
So Justin, should we put you
Yes.
on that list?
Yeah, and I know a lot of y'all
Find
ain't gonna
your-
like me behind that. I don't give a two good shits. I'm by
Everybody
myself.
watching, find yourself a man that defends you like Johnson defending
That's right. Yeah, everybody here
Like
should
I said,
know
I
that
really
Jonathan
appreciate
has
it.
your back.
I know, and
Hey,
I
Jonathan.
appreciate it 100%.
And
Justin, do
Jonathan,
you
when the
feel
shit goes
protected
down,
and
I'm coming
do
to get
you
you.
feel like really protected, like a girl that went to prom and her date just really stood up to all the assholes in the school for her? Oh yeah, the giggle really sells it.
Well, my only thought was Johnny was on this morning, wasn't he?
Well, that's what
Yeah.
he just said it was his show. So I don't know. I
It
didn't
was
watch
Johnny's
it,
show.
so
I'm gonna tell you, it was Johnny's show. It was Johnny. Matter of fact, it was Johnny. Yeah, so fuck you.
Hey, here he comes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay.
yeah.
It's Dan. Dan is here with on the panel.
Check this out. There is no such thing as cancel culture. For those of you little teenagers who think cancel culture exists, you're just deluding yourself. You're silly. You need to
I
really,
said that.
What's that?
I said I've said the same thing.
Yeah, cancel culture doesn't exist. Just because you convince a few people that somebody is this doesn't mean cancel culture is real. So if Justin doesn't fly drones anymore and he wants to be part of the drone community, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to. If he's still talking drones, then he's relevant. You know. So for anybody else who thinks outside of that, you're just silly. And just Jonathan's right, man. I have been seeing a lot of racist craziness, man. It's gotten this is. I don't know if you guys watched my video like a week ago where I was talking about all this stuff that's been happening in the community, but this is over the past 3 years. This stuff has been transpiring, getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know if it's just a bunch of newbies joined or what the case is, but it seems like a lot more young people got into it. And that's when we started having a lot more problems, is when the younger generation started coming in and integrating into what we've been doing for a while. So I don't know, John. I feel you. I think Justin's show has a place. I think it's great because anybody can come and voice their opinions on things and talk about whatever they want to. It doesn't just have to be a bunch of old dudes jerking off to porn, drone porn and just 1/5 sensor. It's just that stuff is so silly to me when it gets to that point. I love technical data, but I don't need to revisit it every single
Every
time
day,
a new
yep.
drone comes out. You know what I mean?
That's
It's like
funny.
it
I was
gets
thinking
old.
that the other day.
Oh, let's do precision landing because it's going to be different than last model's precision landing. Oh, it landed 5 feet from the pad. Holy mackerel! It's like, come on,
Well,
guys. Be
In the
realistic.
end,
Keep
it
some
is.
brass.
In the end, it's Johnny's schedule, and he puts a schedule together
I mean,
based on
that's-
what he thinks people
Yeah.
would want to see.
I mean, I
It's
can't do
okay.
nothing about
If he
that.
doesn't-
That's his thing.
If he doesn't think that Justin's show or anybody else's show fits into what he's curating as far as his schedule, That's his thing. Why get mad about it?
Hold on. He don't. First of all, who appointed him the schedule maker? You don't run the whole drone community, homeboy. Only thing you run is your show.
No, but he puts together his schedule.
This is okay. So as one of the longest streamers here in the drone community, even before Ken was doing this, I had a show. Okay, it was the Drone Worship Show, and actually it started off Drone Tales, and this was like 7 or 8 years ago. This was well prior to anybody getting into this. I noticed that after people started having live shows, that everybody was like, "Oh, this is my space. This is my spot. This is my time." Like, this isn't a huge worldwide community of people where anybody can stream over the top of anybody. I mean, do you know how many people are out there? Do you know how big YouTube is as a platform? And that's the one thing, Don, that I think a lot of these people don't get is like they're just focused on their little community. Like, oh, if you're streaming now, then my viewers won't be here to watch me, and I won't get my watch hours. And I blah, 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 blah. You know, and I've seen this time and time again over the years, and it's just like, dude, this is a huge platform. It's full of people. Stream when you want to. If people think you're worth their time, they'll go back and rewatch if they didn't catch your live. That's the reality of it. Okay, you might not get as many live view hours, but that just means you're not as entertaining as somebody else there watching. Maybe it's also time to change what you're doing so that you can become more entertaining for them, so they'll watch your show instead of theirs. That's how this works, man. It's all about, you know,
free choice. It's free choice.
Right. And so when somebody says they're going to dictate a community roster of when you guys can stream, I have to laugh at those people. And guess what? They're never going to be part of my life. I don't have time for people like that. I'm sorry. You're just not. I don't want to interact with you. We're not going to be friends. There's nothing you're doing that tells who made you the president of anything.
Daryl. He said, I'm gonna start going live. But fuck all y'all times.
There you go. And that's real. Go live.
Just gonna stay live.
I have always done that where I've gone live when I knew other people were live that I'm friends with, and I tell them, you know, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live.
There's a reason I do.
Jonathan, you need to make your own schedule. That Jonathan's good shit schedule.
Yes.
And publish it.
Yeah, look, they don't want me to do a show.
Just do me a favor, Jonathan.
Jonathan, I'm gonna point shit out. I'm gonna point shit out. It ain't that I'm about drama. I'm about what's right and what's wrong, okay? Just because I like you don't mean I'm going to let you be wrong. Johnny, I fucks with you for the longest, but homeboy, you was dead fucking wrong this morning, and I'm going to tell you about it. I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
Jonathan, but do me a favor for me. Just calm down.
I don't care who unfollow me. I don't care who, none of that. I don't care if you don't watch me no more. I really don't. I didn't come in here to be a follower. I came in here to learn, and I learned shit from everybody's channel. You understand me? Jonathan. So yeah, that shit got me hot.
Jonathan, I told you when we talked the first time when you were upset a while ago that you are becoming me quickly. Be careful, man. Be careful.
No, dude.
I don't live like listen, I've never lived my life being
I have been me since the moment I was fucking born, so I'm not becoming no shit, motherfucker. Exactly. You're becoming me. I've seen pictures of you. You used to be a chubby boy. You've lost weight. You're becoming more me, motherfucker.
This is very true.
Oh my God, I've never heard Donald go off like that.
That's it, man.
You're gonna get some more nice hair pretty soon. Yeah, you're gonna get plugged in. That's what you're gonna do.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh, I need some, man.
This is a Friday morning to remember.
Yeah.
Good, because I promise you, this is being clipped by a bunch of people right now. Cut up, shared.
Tell them click. Here I go. Flip me. I'm the one who said it. Me, I started this shit. You understand me? You're fucking wrong, man. That's just the bottom fucking line. Johnny, okay, I've seen you over here. I've seen you over here in Justin the Paul show. So you flexing right now, boy. For real.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
I ask you again.
I want
Lance, turn your microphone up, man. Lance is the only one I can barely hear.
I'm just curious.
Well, Lance has got a microphone issue.
I can't hear what he's saying. What did he say?
I can't either.
Do you think you should be put on that, or would you like to be put on that list, on that podcast list?
Well, first of all, Lance, you got to define what the list is.
To be honest with you, Lance, I haven't.
Drone list that Johnny has.
To be honest,
the list consists of people who show drone content. We do that here.
That's like saying the community.
Well, what I'm saying is
drone pilots.
Hold on.
Nine
So what
times
I'm
out of 10 when Lance get online, we watching
There's like
Lance
10
doing
different communities in this community.
Lance, your microphone is all garbled.
Look, Tom Lance get on, he's with his drone. Doing
hold on.
hyperlapses. Come on, man. This is what we do, man. It don't matter because we talk about other stuff. They talk about other stuff on every other channel. That's crazy, man. You don't want to put him on there because he don't
it's
talk about
essentially-
Jonathan, in the end, it's Johnny's list. He can say, I don't think this fits what I'm trying to curate.
Essentially what has happened here is that Justin Stream has become the you can say whatever you want place, and those guys are not looking for that type of interaction. They don't want somebody like Jonathan to come on the panel who will be kosher 1 minute, and then the moment he hears something he doesn't like, immediately flip into that mode, which is what a lot of us are good at, and that's why we all get along so damn well, because we're not just going to be passive aggressive about things. We're not just going to let things slide. If you have a problem with
Don
something,
can jokingly turn into a hard ass and start cussing you out. I don't mean it.
right.
Exactly.
Except that's the thing. A lot of my humor over the years has bypassed people. They've never understood that a lot of the things I do might come off as like ignorant or asshole-ish, but actually I'm just being entertaining. I'm being fun. Like, you don't think actually Ken Dobo all these years really thought I was going after him in that fashion, do you?
Well, no, and you guys ended up making
Friends.
up anyway.
We were friends prior to that. We've been hanging out for 5 years, even when we were like creating Insta Beef. But the whole point here is like that stuff is just entertainment factor. Like, we're not here. I notice a lot of these old guys when they run their stream. Let me say this. I don't want to say old guys, older gentlemen. They have this kid-friendly aura about them where they want to be kid-friendly, family-friendly, right? And I think what they're also forgetting is that this is an adult-based platform. Okay, there's a kids YouTube and then there's adult YouTube. We are on adult YouTube. You can say and do whatever you want within the reason and confines of the law, right? So if freedom of speech is your thing, rock it. However, Justin, that just means that you are going to be excluded from his list because we are a lot more open about the things that we discuss on your panel than those guys do. So
I honestly think that's the main reason, to be honest.
I don't disagree.
Because I've seen people, and to be honest, I haven't even been on his list, I don't think, in the past year and a half anyway. It's been a while since I've been on there.
Not that it matters. He's not the curator of anything.
But what I'm saying is, like, I'm just saying that in general, so I'm not really super bothered by it, but I do appreciate Jonathan sticking up for me. I always appreciate that.
I mean, I'm not going to stick up for you, Justin. Fuck you.
But what I'm saying is, like, I don't know. It's just.
Well, the thing of it is
I mean,
if you're into strictly talking about one thing, just going down the road watching the center line, then go by the list. But if your world is as big as this,
larger,
yeah.
If you've realized there's an outside world,
I wouldn't say larger. I would say different.
Yep.
Truth.
The drone community is not a community. It's 10 different communities or more.
Yes. That's why I keep.
Well, which I, and going back to that whole talk about that is, I found it funny how I got accused by multiple people of being so bad, but yet stuff that's said on Bill's show is outrageous. Uncle Bill's, I mean,
no, it's all
Donald's there all the time. He knows
it is about the same, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. And when Matt did his live show, Matt said just out there shit all the time. Just out of nowhere, just out of left field, he would say the most randomest, braunchiest shit.
Justin.
But it was okay for him. Those same people that support Matt had an issue with me.
But Justin,
have you tried an accent?
It was unacceptable. It was unacceptable because you were friends with Dan. I told you how that was going to roll when I started streaming with you. It's unacceptable if you're.
Well, the thing of it is what do you have to do is put your raincoat on and just let the shit fall off.
No, I do. Oh, sorry, midget. There's a midget on my shoulder. Where'd you come from?
Like I said, I just, I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, I get a label put on me when other shows. There's other ones out there that I don't have a problem with.
Sarah put it correctly. She said this last week, Justin. If you don't like someone, don't watch the channel. The hypocrisy in this community is astounding.
It's real. Dude, your haters are your biggest fans. That's the best part about it, is your haters watch everything that you do. They're your biggest fans.
But yeah, it's just like I said, I got accused of being
I don't have
super
any
raunchy and disrespectful.
Well, Donald, I'm going to
But
add a
I don't
plus
know.
one to that. I hate you, Donald.
No, you don't.
But
right.
but
You're
I
right.
mean that might be the truth though, Donald. It might be because of Matt's charming accent. I don't know.
No,
Because like I
Justin,
said, Matt has said way raunchier stuff than me before, and nobody seems to
We-
bat an eye when he does it.
we
And I just don't get it.
here. We find it amusing when people do this to us and see this type of stuff about us and your show and stuff, right? We're able to easily breeze it off, right? Like that's the difference. Is like we'll talk about it, but we're able to be like, "Who
Fucking
cares,
legend,
bro?
pig.
Who are you? Who are
Well,
you?"
you know, Matt used to always do the Matt bump, and Justin's been thinking about. What do you guys think? He's been thinking about doing a butt bump.
What
Oh,
about the
for
Justin
fuck's sake.
thump,
No, it's the Justin Thrust.
The Justin thrust.
the J thrust?
Yeah, the J. There you go, the J
J
Thrust.
thrust. Oh gosh, that's funny.
Y'all talk about that string again?
Oh,
Let's
for
talk
fuck's
about
sake.
the string again.
Is Lance? Where'd Lance go? Is Lance still here?
Oh yeah, Bill. I've seen you. I mean, you've been
I
one of
think
my
he's at
biggest
school.
supporters, Bill. And you've never left over something stupid that was said.
There's Lance. He's typing.
Oh, yeah, something's up with his mic, man. That
Yeah,
sucks.
my mic sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you need to do is jump on Amazon Warehouse and see if you can find a cheap Yeti for your computer.
I was hoping Justin was going to send me something.
There you go.
Well, he's got that one in front of him he doesn't like, so you know.
Yeah, that
So,
simple thing.
so on a lighter
No.
note, y'all remember Wide World of Sports? Some of us, when he used to
Yeah.
say the thrill of victory and the
World of
agony of
Sports, yep.
defeat. I'm gonna show you the agony of defeat when that girl hit that 3-point shot from 3/4 court last night to knock the number 1 seed off. This is the agony of defeat.
Get it out, you two.
It's girls basketball. It was his finals, and the team that wasn't supposed to won, the girl hit a mid-court shot at the 1
Three-quarter.
second mark to win the
Three-quarter.
game over top of the other team.
That's how Justin looks when his Bluetooth doesn't activate in the bedroom.
That's how he looked when he hit that
Those are
string.
great shots, Joe. What emotion.
Yeah.
And I lost my voice because I was screaming for the team that won.
Oh God.
As a member of the press, you're not supposed to, but I enjoyed it.
I'm jumping on before our cookout. Should be fun.
You doing a cookout?
Yeah, I invited a bunch of drone pilots and bought a whole bunch of meat and stuff last night. We're going out to
Ooh.
Gandy to rip the towers. Should be fun.
Or you just
Drone
doing like
pilots.
tailgating?
Huh?
You're gonna just do some
Is it-
tailgating?
You know how I do it.
Yeah.
Drone pilots, maybe they ought to be on the list.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey, never mind. Third.
They don't never mind. No, they supposed to be on the list.
Not to sound like a dick, but I'm going to stir the pot. And I'm going out there with Rotor Riot pilots. FPV
Yeah.
community. Justin, I still have 3 bottles of that nitrous left, man. I'm trying to think of what to do with this nitrous.
It's a good
Set it
question.
about 20 yards away, 9mm.
Did you keep the system for it, or did you leave it on that scooter?
It's on that other scooter, the other scooter I built.
I think you need to try it on an actual street bike so we can see if it kicks in like a
It
turbo.
won't- It's only 25, so the bike to get any real gain of performance would need a bottle about 7 times this size with a lot more PSI.
I thought it was just a quick burst though, like for bikes.
Yeah, Lance,
it was-
we can hear you.
Depends on how long you push
I
it.
just want to know if that one's the mic. Okay.
That's
Yes.
the mic.
For sure.
And it's still bad, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
better.
but that's just webcam mics. They suck in general, no matter how good the webcams are.
Mm.
The mics
but
always
it
suck.
just seems like it started sucking. Like you guys never commented before.
Well, you know what
Like
you might
last
want to
week or
do
so.
if you got a can of air, blow some air in it.
That's what she
Just
said.
don't do it while you're on the live stream, please. I am wearing headphones.
Hey, Dre.
Good, Dre.
What's
Good
up?
morning, everyone. I
Morning,
definitely,
Dre.
I definitely had to jump in when I saw Jonathan storm off and Dan's on the channel, so I felt there had to be some kind of Justin madness that caused all this.
Justin.
I didn't know nothing about it until Jonathan told me.
Wait, how did I get dragged into it? Dan's on the panel. If I'm here, it must be an issue. Damn.
Of course.
Damn. That's fucked up,
Oh,
bro.
man. So somebody fill me in. What is this so-called list? Whose list are we talking about?
Apparently, Johnny has a streamers list that he
Oh, okay,
conforms-
okay.
that he conforms to, and I guess Justin was too much for them to handle, so he was excluded from the list.
Oh, and this occurred, I guess, yesterday, Jonathan.
Morning.
This morning.
I guess it was this morning. Yeah. But
Oh, this
from what I
morning.
saw.
Oh, Johnny's early morning show.
So
Yeah.
now we're
Yeah.
making a pretend butthurt stream.
Oh, I see.
Jonathan was pretending Justin all over the internet.
Well,
Ain't nothing pretending about here. I'm pissed.
No, I'm saying
yeah. Well,
Jonathan came in
it's
hot,
obvious
flying
Jonathan
Algira.
is serious.
well, this is my take on it. And it's not to knock on anybody or even the list or anything else, but all of us on this panel have been around for a minute, and we all have seen several shows divert in a whole different direction than what they started from. And,
It doesn't mean that they don't have knowledge in
No.
what they started at. It just means
No.
that life expanded, you know?
Right. They have gone on to different things, and it's any type of what I've seen on YouTube. No matter what it is, if you're into any kind of technology, if you're in audio equipment, drones, any kind of gadgets. You got two things: either you got to a level to where you got sponsors who send you new stuff to keep reviewing and keep talking about, or you got deep pockets to keep buying the new stuff and keep reviewing and talk about.
Which is
All right.
silly.
Because other than that, your conversation is going to become limited at some point because you have nothing new to really discover and talk about
I think
unless you are doing something.
I think
I'm like,
honest-
Dan went to the batteries. I remember when you first started doing the expansion of the batteries on that, what's that thing, that
3DR.
combo thing?
3DR. But I
Okay.
did that because the community of people needed it. Nobody had
Right.
right. That's
Like
the
I
only
said,
reason.
you saw a need to expand the product.
Mhm.
Okay. Without them sending you something to say, okay, this is what they're doing, yada, yada, yada. So unless you're in that kind of frame of mind, like I say, I don't go out and buy the newest drones, one, because it don't make me money to buy many drones. So I don't need them in my inventory. DJI only makes enterprise drones about one every 2-3 years, maybe. So
Three.
yeah,
Lance,
something
I
like
just
that, on
sent you a
enterprise
message.
level. So that's what I'm saying, that there are certain limitations to everybody's show when you just focus on drone. That's why when I talk about my
It's
stuff, I talk about rules and regulations. Try to
Really
increase
good
the
for the
knowledge-
price.
Try to increase the knowledge of the community overall.
So
no
that's-
matter what you're flying, you need to be aware of what's going on around you as far as regulations and stuff and how to conduct yourself and what's going on in your community, legislation wise, laws wise, all this kind of stuff.
So essentially though, Dre, that's what we noticed. That's what Justin noticed over time, is that there's not
Right.
enough drone information. There's too much stale, stagnant air between
Right.
releases. So it was like,
Right.
okay, we can sit on here and just conform and talk about the same thing again and again and again until it bores the shit out of us, or
Mhm.
we can open the floodgates and have a little bit more fun and open discussion. And that's what Justin's panel became. And I
Right.
wish more people would do that. I wish it would.
I mean, that's what Matt's panel was. That's pretty much what Bill's
Right.
panel is.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the shows have become to be, I say, hangouts.
Yeah.
It's like it's like the one FPV show. It's called is it Hangout or Hanger, whatever it is. Basically,
Yeah, the
short-
drone hanger
a
Shelby.
Yeah, the Drake. Yeah. Show,
However,
his
that is
show.
a very, very scripted, conformal show. Just to be clear about that, they even
Yeah.
though they have a little fun, it's very.
Mhm.
They have segments and then it's over. There's
It's
no
almost scripted.
airtime outside of that.
Right.
So it is. It's
You know-
scripted. They have a plan the entire time.
Right,
Yeah.
but
So
Johnny
I'll-
didn't say that just the show is bad, did he? He just said it didn't
No,
fit
no.
on his schedule.
I agree. I just mean what we do is more. It's not so generic. You know what I mean? It's
Well, it's like when they come to my show, it's like, well, how are you feeling? What are you doing? And what do you think?
Well, technically, your show doesn't even. I mean, besides that, there's a lot of drone pilots that visit your show. Your show is mainly basically about boats.
Yeah.
or discussion. just in
Drone is
general.
just what you get the shots with of the boats.
Yep.
Technically, I mean, if you really want to break it down.
The title of Paul's show is Paul and Friends. Paul and Friends. Just
No,
so
no, I'm
happens-
saying his whole channel,
Man,
though.
all of Paul's friends are drone pilots. So guess what? We talk about drone content here. We
Well,
talk about drone
everybody,
content. We help each other out with problems that we have with
Well-
drones. We help people out with
Okay.
drones.
90% of the people that come to this channel either knows about drones, flies drones, have flown drones, whatever. But
Dre.
Deal with cameras.
their world consists of a lot more than that.
They don't
Right,
come
now,
here
is
for
this the
drone.
drone show?
His
Go ahead,
face killed me.
No, I'm not
I
on the
think-
list, Don. I'm not on the list.
But people-
Is this the drone show? Can I ask a question? Okay,
Sure.
when I have my controller out and I push the right stick forward, it flies into a tree. Is it supposed to do that?
No, you did that. The drone didn't do it.
Not if you have on your obstacle avoidance.
I think we need to get Johnny and Jonathan together for an arm wrestling match. No, fuck it. Indian leg wrestling.
Ain't nothing to talk about. He showed me his true fucking colors. I'm done. You never got to worry about me coming back over there. I don't care who unfollowed me. I don't care who don't like me. I was born
Jonathan,
by myself. I'm an only child. I wasn't born to be liked.
Jonathan, I give you 100% approval for your passion about when somebody pisses you off, they better get the fuck out of your way.
Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, when I got off the show, I literally tried to hold my composure. I did. I had a conversation with somebody who ain't even probably on the. He's definitely showing on the panel. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. I can't see the chat. But boy, listen, I couldn't hold it no more. No, because wrong is wrong. I'm not about to sit there and let you be wrong, especially when that man ain't even present to even speak up for himself. Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Nah. That's
So I take it they identified Justin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted
Oh,
to find out. Did they come out and say words about Justin's show and him himself and why it was off the list?
Don't take my word for it. Watch
No.
the replay.
Oh, I
Lance,
will.
you was there,
I
right?
will.
I think Lance said he was there. Somebody up there said it was there. Watch the replay. Don't take my word for it.
Never seen
Everybody's going to be going over and watch replay.
Well,
I've
I'll
never
catch it
seen
later.
someone so mad about not being included in a PDF.
Spreadsheet right up.
This is spreadsheet right up.
Oh God.
Mark says I'm the Jay Leno of drones.
Man, oh man.
That's funny.
What, Sarah? They called Justin a douchebag? I thought that was your own little pillow talk name for Justin.
That's too nice. I feel like she uses other words, man.
Well, I use the term short stroke when he's talking about his.
Well, one thing you learn
Yeah.
is if you attack her man, Sarah's going to come out and get you.
We already found out he's Mr. J Thrust.
Oh man.
Well, he's the last week or so he's had kind of a stringy personality, but that's all in the past now.
Y'all are study trying to come up with string jokes, ain't you?
I didn't come up with a string joke. I came up with art.
Dan, you know what we're talking about, right?
What happened? I'm sorry. My sister's telling me she's thinking about trading her bike in. She's asking my opinion.
Oh, long story short, Justin had a kidney stone that was stuck in the urethra, whatever. And so he had to go to the hospital. The pain was so bad, and they stuck a tube in there to get it out and lasered it, and, whatever.
Bro, what a bitch. You got to pee that thing out, man. You soft
And it was attached to a string about this long, and it was hanging down between his legs. And they sent him home and says, in a couple of days, go ahead and pull it out.
Damn,
Poor
bro.
Catherine, yeah.
Stuck
It didn't.
Don't
To
let
be
your
honest, though,
dangle in the dirt. Pick up your
I
dingle
think it was
dangle,
very
tie it
rude
around
of you
your
to start
shirt.
that. I think it was very rude of you, Paul, to start that story. Long story short.
They sent him home and told him what in a couple of
It
days
actually didn't hurt at all, to be honest with you.
when you pulled it out.
Nope.
Well, I think the novel way that he did it, Dan, was he had he's got cats. He waggled it around the cats and they took off.
That's how it came out, huh?
Oh,
Get it,
boy.
kitty.
Mhm.
The CTX is too tall for me. I don't feel safe anymore. I want something I can flat foot. Interesting. Okay.
Can you lower the bike?
My sister has a VTX 1300 right now. It's a big boy bike, but
Yeah, it's a big bike, but can you lower the frame?
so that's what I'm gonna suggest because she wants to trade it for a Rebel 1100. I was like, that's a cheaper bike. Why would you do that to yourself? I would just see if I could lower the springs and shocks.
Yeah, so that's her problem is the height, huh?
Yeah,
Damn
well,
it,
she's
I'm
not
glad I
very
left
tall.
early.
How many
She's not
bikes
I
do
got
you have?
talking to you guys. I missed my turn.
That's your fault, bro.
Okay,
I know. I'm glad I left early.
he's out there driving the white wagon, and he don't use the GPS. That's classic.
I thought those
That's
glasses were supposed to
classy.
make you smoke.
Oh gosh, man! I hope the
Now,
sun comes
for
out
me,
today.
there, that's my style. I like if I'm gonna a bike that size,
Mhm.
got to lower it to the ground, put the short bars in the front.
God damn it, Mark.
He's gonna have that mixed
So-
American rice version.
I have mixed feelings about crash bars just because they bottom out in the turns really easily. You can't do heavy aggressive riding with unfortunately crash bars on your
Right?
bike. And
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
like to. That's the exhilaration is the twisties for me, so that would fuck me up real fast having those. My sister's in Colorado. She's cruising mountains and stuff. I don't think she's hitting heavy twisties, so it might work better for her. I feel you. I've had a lowered bike before. It was fun. It's just every time I go into the turn, I'd hear them grinding, and I was like, "Uh-oh, this is a sketch. I don't like this." So I don't know.
Well,
Now I have
what's Mark saying in the chat? Something about you should shave some of the foam off the seat to drop it.
You can. Some people will do that, or they'll just swap the seat to something smaller. But then, like I said, less padding, more uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of the what you run into with that. It's easier to drop the shocks. Most of those are adjustable. Now I'm saying you're
Right.
only going to get 2 or 3 inches out of them after that. That's pretty much what they're going to give you. So
So what I guess the problem is when she can't put her feet flat on the ground.
yeah, she's tiptoeing it. And I was concerned about that when she bought it. She's been riding it for 2 years now. I'm guessing she had an incident where she couldn't hold the bike up, and now she's a little sketched out by it. If I had to take a shot in the dark. It doesn't normally affect somebody's world until it happens to them, and then they're like, oh God, that was too much. Reality sets in at that point. I think she's reached it.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to figure it out for her.
Oh shit. All she has to do is bring it here. I'll shave the shock, drop it down, weld it back on, slap it together. We'll be done. But she's got to bring it from Colorado. I don't think she's going to do that. She'd rather.
Oh,
trade it in.
she's in Colorado. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yep.
What?
I actually picked up the cutest little welder ever. Let me show you this thing.
Just coming back.
I'll be right back. Mia's got to come in.
Do you guys hear me any better, or is it still bad?
This is coffee, people.
Oh
Coffee.
my God.
175 amps in this little thing. That's crazy, right?
It's
It's so
adorable.
tiny. It's so tiny and portable.
That's something you would take under house.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I use it for obviously fixing the bikes and scooter frames and exhaust, but yeah, it's probably one of the best. And guess how much it costs? It was like $40, brand new. Call me weird. Justin's gonna hate this because it's as bad as my chainsaw, but Timu.
Oh god, that fucking chainsaw. A rickety ass chainsaw.
Dude, it works great. I was cutting 6-inch logs in half with that little thing, and it was $10.
Eh,
I wonder how hard that would work your drill over time, though. I have a feeling that that thing would burn it up.
Well, brushless is so much better. As long as it's not seizing the motor, it'll last a long time, bro. DC drill, I'd be a little concerned about, but brushless, man, it's the speed control I got to worry about. As long as you keep the RPMs up, it's going to cut through like butter.
If it was like a big plug-in drill, like one of the big, more industrial size ones, I would say it'd be able to handle it because those things got some torque. But a little like battery operated,
Dude, it doesn't. It depends on how sharp your blade is. It doesn't even affect it. It's like zzz, and it goes right through like butter. I was like, whoa! I don't even think it taxed the drill at all because when you feel it, it's not hot after.
Now, could you put a name brand
chain on it?
name
Yes.
brand chain on it?
Yes.
Okay.
So Makita makes a chain for it, 6.3-inch chain that works really well for it, and they're sharp. They're like $7 a piece.
Well, yeah, because with the name brand ones, you can buy the little sharpener and just file a few times on each blade, and it's sharp as hell again.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with it, so it's cut everything I've ever thrown at it. So yeah, little welder works great. I've been welding 1/2-inch steel with it, and it's been holding up just fine.
Hey, I saw a couple guys that were testing some like cheap ass like $30 welders off of Temu and shit.
That's what it is.
And they were real surprised that one of them was a gun. It looked like
Oh
a gun.
yeah, I don't like those.
And it was like a stick welder almost.
Yes. So that's what this is, the MMA 250 stick welder. But if you crank the amps up, bro, it melts. No problem. You got a little puddle of lava in a very short span of time that you can just spread out with the tip.
Yeah, I used to have a stick welder a long time ago, but I ain't done that in a long time.
Honestly, to me, it's faster. I had MIG and TIG. I had, but the whole thing is, bro, I hate feeding the spool reel. It's so annoying feeding the spool reel every time you run out. With a stick, you just
The speed was
Well, not only that is those welders, the tips get clogged quite a bit, which is a pain in the ass.
that
You're always
welders just
unclogging them.
made sense.
yeah, they spatter a lot too, man. If you got the heat turned up or too, the sticks just seems to stream and flow better to me.
I mean, you'll see a lot of industrial welding jobs. They'll be using industrial size stick welders for doing
nobody
like
wants to be
pipes
trying
and
to
stuff
change
like that.
spools on a platform.
Yes, sir. Come on. Come on.
I had a good Lincoln welder that was pretty good for a while, and then I ended up burning it out. I think this one's done more work than the Lincoln welder did.
Well, Lincoln is a high brand name, right?
Yeah, it's very good. They're one of the better ones for sure. That's why I was kind of mad it didn't last. It was like a $370 welder, and it like maybe 6 months out of it.
Wow.
I haven't done any welding in years.
No?
Hey, you might end up having to with that buggy at some point.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, looking at Dan's little welder. I'm like, that might come in handy.
Yeah. Well, the fact that it gets so hot, you get so many amps out of it is crazy. It doesn't seem to overheat either. A little fan comes on, everything stays cool. It works great.
What's the name brand, Dan?
It's not. It's Temu. It's an off brand.
Oh,
It's
it's a
just
Temu
the
brand.
model number is MMA 250. So it has the red readout
The
too.
name brand is Housefire.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those products in China that like 30 different companies will put their name on it. and
Manufacturer. Yeah. They'll rebrand.
You'll see it under 20, 30 different names.
It's still made with the same innards. They have a list that they just follow to the T, and then they rebrand it themselves and put their name on it.
Oh yeah, fucking what's the tool company with the trucks that they sell Snap-on. They've been caught numerous times when they compared their product to something they were selling at Harbor Freight, and it turned out it was from the same manufacturer.
Yeah.
It was identical.
Yep.
And one of them was the big controversy over their floor jack. And Harbor Freight was selling it for like $200 or something, or like $180. And Snap-on was selling the same exact jack from the same manufacturer for $600.
Yeah, Snap-on has really gotten crappy over the years, to be honest with you. I don't really, when people say they own Snap-on now, I'm like, man, all right. It's just, I've had their ratchets too, man. Have you seen the Zerotech ratchet?
Is that the one that like barely needs any movement?
You could just, if it moves at all, bro, it's got force behind it. Whereas you got teeth ratchets and gear driven ratchets that require a certain number of twists before it'll lock in the pin. The Zerotech ratchet's pretty good now, and that's a fraction of the cost of what a crappy Snap-on gear driven one is. Like, and that's my point, is like, Snap-on used to be a great company back in the day, but they've really, like, they haven't tried to alter anything they're doing, to become better.
I know one tool company that my stepdad, he had Mac for years. And dude, he still has socket sets from the 80s that he has used every day because he was a mechanic. Right. And them bitches still look brand new. And they're from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, that's how good those sets were. Yeah.
Tool quality has a lot to do with it, bro. My dad has tools in the garage that are older than I am, and they're still working flawlessly.
Well, American, and it had to do it too with American steel was always a little bit better than a lot of the other countries.
Well, a lot of these have gone into mold casting steels. They're just using recycled steel to make wrenches, and it's like almost pot metal to me. It's kind of a joke, to be honest.
Fucking Snap-on is way, way expensive, man.
Yeah. Hardened steel. That's where it's at, bro. Commercial grade hardened
the old Sears
steel.
Craftsman was a standard.
Warranty. Yeah, Craftsman was the shit back in the day.
No,
you could take a broken wrench and just walk into Sears and you just hand it to them. They'd give you another one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I still buy Craftsman. Their sockets have been breaking a lot on me lately. Don't get me wrong, I'm putting a lot of pressure on them, but still.
I don't know who makes this stuff anymore, because I know it's not whoever originally used to make them 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, they always start going to the cheapest person to make the most profit. So that's what happens with every company. They start off great, and then they over time. Where can we cut cost?
Yeah, but their prices sure as hell don't reflect that, though. Tell you that.
And they're not going to. That's because, just like anything, name brand, they've been a name brand for so long that they know that there's just certain mechanics that use their stuff that will always pay the price because they've been using them that long.
Yep.
Customer loyalty.
Got a lot of old gearheads out there that love Snap-on. I've had arguments. It's been interesting. Jonathan, you finally calmed down, buddy? You need a hug? You need a hug? I'm gonna give you a hug, bro.
No.
Take this.
I ain't calm down.
You had to poke him.
Come here for some romance.
I'm trying to be respectful about it. Don't let y'all do y'all show, but I ain't calmed down. That shit got me hot.
I'm gonna feel your titties and give you some bromance hugs, bro. Come here.
Yeah, make sure it's the left one. Man, oh my God, that shit burnt me. That shit had me fight.
I feel like, bro, don't go to the gym today. You're not gonna do push-ups. You're gonna push the world down today, buddy.
You don't even want to see the hole I put in the table last time. Somebody pissed me off like that. That's why I had to change the table.
Wait, we're drilling holes in tables now?
Well, go give your kitty cats a little hug.
There you go.
No, your animals know. Your animals know what not to bother you, leave you alone. Yeah. Two of them went outside. The other one jumped on top of the fish tank.
I don't know, man.
I
feel like dogs get amped up with you, bro. Like when you're watching the game and you start screaming at the TV, the dog gets excited with you. Like, is it the TV, bro? Is it the TV? Do I need to destroy the TV for you? I feel like dogs feed off your energy.
Yeah.
Come on, Spidey.
Yeah, Lance. If you are interested in getting a mic, though, that's a good one. That's usually around $50. That's the same company that makes this one. And Randy just bought it a couple weeks ago, and it's worked really well.
Oh, I can't wait. Burgers, hot dogs, chicken. Let's go.
What time's your party?
I'm starting it at noon. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get done at the eye doctor, and then she's coming here, and then we're gonna load up and head out. Like Edwin's coming. Edwin Erod Yo on YouTube. Nick is coming. Nick Guerrero. He does stuff at the St. Pete racetracks. FPV. Clinton's coming with his girlfriend Mandy, and I think my buddy Brad might be there. So there's gonna be like seven, maybe 8 of us.
There you go.
I don't think it's supposed to rain. God, it looks so dark out. I hope the sun comes out. Oh,
So Donald, you've got to shoot at 10:30?
Yep.
It's 10:25.
Not here.
Yeah, it's
He
only
said, "Not
9:25
here."
there. He's an hour behind us.
Where's Dom? I need to talk to Dom. He should be telling us the future right now.
He usually doesn't make Paul's morning streams because it's nighttime, late in the night for him.
Yeah, late night.
He usually makes the evening ones.
I didn't even know that dude sleeps.
Dre, where's Donald going? I haven't seen him make a turn yet, or is he using a green screen?
I just took a turn. I've been turning all kinds of places. I've been going across country here, guys, because I missed a turn on the highway.
And he's gone. Hey, maybe.
Still have a signal.
He was like, "Yeah, stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Justin. I still have a signal." All right, well, boys, I'm getting out of here. I gotta go load stuff up.
Yep. Okay. Dan, take care.
Jonathan,
That's it,
Romo,
man.
City Twists, all that good stuff.
Have a good time. Yep.
Yep, have fun.
Deuces.
Yeah, that's true, Dre. No vehicles are passing him, and he's not passing any. Yeah, I think Dre really doesn't think he's on the road right now.
Could be.
Donald, you in the simulator?
What's that?
Donald in the simulator?
Yep. Donald's gone. Hey, I guess we're going to call it, guys.
All right.
Thanks for being here. Justin does his show tonight, right?
At 8 p.m., yeah, Eastern.
8:00 p.m. But I'll be back again. I'll be back at 5.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
Okay, everybody.
What's
Yeah,
up,
David
Jonathan?
going
David, you have a good day, David.
Thanks. We just got here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you was there. What's good, David?
How you all doing?
We're just leaving.
Oh, well, that's a disgrace. I've come to tell you the news.
What's the news?
Well, out of the blue this morning, I got poles from Bamboo. I've got the cable.
Oh, you got the cable to your new printer.
Yeah, and they're sending me a £15 voucher to spend on their website.
Oh, there you go. Well,
So
good for you.
prints will be sold shortly.
Now, is Laura going to go on this afternoon or?
She might go live shortly.
Okay. Well, tell her to go, because we're going bye.
All right, catch you all later.
Okay.
Nice talking to you all.
Okay, David. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Later, y'all.